What is going on, everyone? Welcome to episode 124 of Littleroot Lessons. As always, I'm your host, Carter Noble, joined by our fantastic co-host, Carl Wilkin. What's up, dude?
Not a whole lot. I did a lot of work on making new overlays for us. It should be a nice change of pace, hopefully, for everyone.
I appreciate all the hard work you did.
It wasn't terribly hard. I was like, every time I put a shelf up, which I'm currently doing at home, after that I would sit down and work on this a little bit and then go back to the shelves and then go back to this because I can't focus on one thing for too terribly long, otherwise I get angry. So now we're here and we have this nice, colorful, playful back overlay with all of our information on it now. So now no one has to ask, hey, where can
I
we
can't
find you?
find you.
Yeah, now there's no excuse. It's all right there.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's really nice looking. It looks great.
Good.
I think it's really clear and concise and everything looks good. So, yeah.
And now we're not tiny in the corner anymore. That's the other big thing, is we were tiny in the corner. I hated that. So now I fixed it. So what are we doing today? We're doing managers, right?
Correct.
Awesome.
So, as we talked about a little bit last week, and by a little bit, I mean most of the episode, we have our player draft league coming up, and we are officially announcing all of the managers for the league today.
Yeah.
Of course, all the managers have already been contacted and confirmed that, hey, you're okay doing this, all that good stuff. So this is really just a public service announcement to everyone who aren't those people. If you apply for a manager role, we've reached out to you to tell you, hey, yay or nay.
Yep.
So everyone who did apply should have that. I know we had over 20 applicants. So
we sure did.
For the first time in doing this, for us to have that many, I think is fantastic. So
agreed. Yeah. Unfortunately, we couldn't pick everybody.
True.
We hopefully picked the best of the best. That's the hope, anyway.
So that means, let's just jump right in, start talking, figure out who's doing what, all that good stuff.
Yeah, it sounds great.
So first up, we are officially going to have 10 managers. I know originally we were talking about having 8, and then as the applications continue to come in for not only managers but also players, we felt that it was going to be appropriate that we could reasonably move to 10 and still have solid numbers of players per team, where majority of the players are playing every week was the big thing there. So we have reached out to over half, just under half of the managers who applied, and I think this is really, really exciting. First up here, we have Luminary VGC, really, really exciting player. I know for sure. I need to pull up their applications as well. I would like to read everyone's applications and stuff. Have access to that.
Yeah. We'll have all their info on screen and whatnot there for your Twitter and whatnot. Luminary's been kind of on and off part of the community for a while. I don't remember them being super duper active, but I know that every interaction I've had with them has been positive. Their application was phenomenal, if I remember right.
Yes, and I really, that's why I'm looking for it, because I would love to actually read it and have. I believe they were one that had their list of accomplishments and everything in the application, and just really well written, really concise. Here we go. Important manager skills. Yeah, their application was just phenomenal.
Yeah, there was a lot of data. They gave a lot of just good positive things that they do in the community. They just have they showed off their people skills more than just your VGC skills. We're looking for persons more than just good VGC players.
For sure. And I think I think that's like really important to stand out about this is you as the manager are not the primary, like you are not the most important person on the team. The most important person on the team is all of your players.
Yeah.
Because they are the ones who are playing every week. Obviously as a manager you are allowed to play in everything, but it is really important that the players are the people who stand out in this league.
Exactly.
And like, I don't want to take away from the managers. Obviously, they are going to be in the backgrounds of every team, helping prep, make sure everything looks good. Just doing everything they can to make everything run smoothly and make sure that their players are prepared. But, end of the day, most of that stuff is going to be in the background, so the public isn't going to see a lot of it. And that's why, you see the all-time greats in sports get all the credit and not the coaches majority of the time.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's exceptions to every rule. I'm not going to get into it. Angelo's already going to yell at me, I'm sure. But yeah, fantastic people skills is going to be a huge deal, making sure that everyone is ready, everyone is in line, all that good stuff. And obviously, having VGC background for this is also going to be very important. Saying, hey, I am a skilled player who can communicate effectively and help people grow as a player. That's very much exactly what we're looking for.
Yeah. And
I feel like everyone we picked meets those criteria of they're very personable, they're a good player, and they're going to be able to really help their players grow as a whole.
Yep. Very, very excited to have Luminary on the manager squad here. I'm just trying to read. I think their form was the longest form.
I believe that is correct, yes.
And it's just like paragraphs of stuff they wrote down here.
Every single one of them is also just phenomenal. Like everything they wrote down is just really, really well.
Yeah. They've been playing Pokemon since like 2012. Played VGC since Sun and Moon, which that's kind of like, I feel like what you've been doing is like you kind of played during Sun and Moon most of the time. When it's top 1000 on ladder back in whatever series 1-2 days pre-COVID. I mean, that's not a crazy accomplishment, but still an accomplishment nonetheless.
Yeah, agreed.
Has a ton of just like managerial skills, people person skills listed here. I will say they do not have a co-manager in mind, so if you were signed up to try and get a manager spot and you didn't get one, reach out to Luminary. They would probably be more than welcome to bring someone on as a co-manager.
Mm-hmm. I think that's going to be a big thing about this is helping everyone else grow as in this managerial role as well. Mm-hmm. Being able to get that experience is going to really help players who did apply continue to grow.
Yeah. That's probably going to be the best way for anybody to become a manager in the future if we keep this up, is be a co-manager on a team, help out with that stuff, and then eventually you would get your own manager spot because we get to see that experience and whatnot and watch you grow. That's about it really for Luminaries.
I think so.
We hit all the big highlights there.
Yeah, I love their application. This is actually one of the first ones that I read. I'm just like, if all of them are this good, it's going to be exceptionally difficult. And like that's not to say that like the applications weren't very good and this was not a hard decision. Like of the 22 players that we had enter, we had to narrow it down to 10. And like I don't think there's anyone that we didn't just say, okay, there was no one that we just immediately ruled out. Like that's the thing, is every single person who applied is just like, all right, well their sheet is good. Like, let's talk about this person.
Yeah.
And you and I have had many conversations over the last 2 weeks getting everything laid out.
Yeah, like we talked a little bit about what we wanted to see. As the manager applications kind of trickled in, we kind of started ranking them a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Luminary and the Bursting Blacephalons, if that team name sticks, gonna be hopefully a strong team and strong contender moving into our team draft league here.
Yeah, I know a non-zero amount of them have their naming conventions set up for their team names and everything. But obviously, as we get closer to the league, we will have them formally announced. So, be on the lookout for Twitter, and we're going to be posting logos and everything as they get posted, and I'm excited. It's going to be sweet.
It'll be it'll be really cool just watching all those cool little logos pop up. Next up, we have this would be a familiar name to most of our listening community and or USPA followers. Papa Shuckle, Logan. If you don't know Logan, Logan's great. He's a great person. I got to meet them.
Agree.
I got to meet them at Indy, so that was really cool.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he was there with Poppy. It was really, really cool.
I did know that. Now that you say that, I do know that.
He brings a lot of previous experience to the table because he was the manager for one of the managers for USP Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
He's been really active in the community for probably as long as he's been here. I feel like sometimes takes a break if he's busy, but overall just really good person, really good player. Does a whole lot of just like local stuff in the South Carolina southern area scene over there. I know him and like Captain Unova and all of them and Tanner communicate a lot down there, I feel like, because Tanner is helping run the Georgia VGC Discord and all that jazz. Again, another really good application.
Agreed. Very, very much agreed. Yeah, Logan, like you said, fantastic person, fantastic player, a huge member of our community, has been for a very long time. I feel like I'm just repeating everything you just said verbatim. Like
Pretty much.
I mean, what else is there really to say? Just, I want to say like single-handedly built like the Carolina community.
Yeah.
Obviously that's not completely accurate because, one person a community does not make, but, there needs to be someone on the back end pushing forward. So
yep. Logan and whatever city named Shuckles, because obviously he's going to pick Shuckle as his mascot because it's Papa Shuckle. What do you expect?
It is the Cianwood Shuckles.
There you go.
Official confirmation I have.
Well, there you go. The Cianwood Shuckles.
Yes.
Makes sense, right? Gen 2 call.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The town and home of Shuckle itself. Yeah.
Yep.
I love it. So then that brings us to my DMs are so full right now because I've had things going all day that like your profile continues to move up and down, so I have to hunt for it every time.
This will be a good one for you because
you
talk about this one. I'm gonna take a break.
Yeah, so next up we have my very good friend Angelo, who there's a non-zero chance I'm going to be co-captaining his team with him. Angelo is a fantastic guy. There's nothing bad I could ever say about this guy. He's a jerk and he yells at me and I deserve it, but like there's legitimately just a fantastic person. Is going to rally anyone and everyone on his team to help them grow as a player, and just fantastic person. I'm very excited for Angelo to be able to step up and lead.
Yeah.
He's played in leagues. Has like VGC accomplishments. Obviously like top 32 Secaucus. Just like fantastic. Resume for such a new player, essentially.
Yep.
And just a genuinely fantastic person.
Yep. I will address the elephant in the room right now. Yes, because he is a mod, he will have certain access to things, but we will try to restrict that as much as possible. Same thing with you, Carter. If you do,
Yeah, I've
already,
I've already made it like very abundantly clear that when we go to make the rooms, I'm just muting all of them.
yeah.
Yep.
Um,
If I do end up co-captaining, I'm just muting everything that's not relevant to me.
yeah. We will definitely do our best to keep certain things away from people who are in like the mod community who have to have access to those channels for other reasons.
Yeah, for sure.
Does Ro have a team? Is that Dialga's name locked in, or did he changed
No,
his, right?
he is the Chicago Double Darms.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Tim made up a logo for him already. It's fantastic. I love it.
Well, that's the perfect segue here. If you are a manager and you need a logo, Tim said he could probably do it the first week of August. Try not to if you can't find somebody to get one, Tim probably could get you one knocked out probably fairly quickly.
Just please get a hold of us sooner rather than later, because obviously we need logos because it'll make things look nice and pretty and fancy.
Yeah, we also would need time to get all that done.
Yep.
Next up,
we have to have the DPEC representation here. So
right.
Naturally, Flair is again just a fantastic person. Every interaction I've ever had with him is just amazing. Very, very welcoming person. Very skilled player. Has built a community of his own up as well. So like him and multiple other people have built a community there over at DPEC, and like if you want like a format that's just off the wall, really fun, really cool, please go join them. You can always find their links in our affiliations page as well. And like legitimately, he's a tech wizard. I don't know how he does the things he does, but he's a legitimate wizard.
Yep. Flair has been helping us out with a lot of our behind the scenes stuff. Flair, Esther, and Wendell, figured I'd just shout them out here. Doing a lot of the whole automation behind the work with the bot and our spreadsheets and all that stuff. Big thanks to all of them. They're going to be tremendously helpful in all of this for sure.
Yeah, it's fantastic. He's insane. Genuinely insane when it comes to spreadsheets and like just programming in general.
Yeah, they get to do all the stuff that I want to do.
I think we talked about it a little bit last week, but he programmed Gen 1 double battles. Like,
yeah. Yep, he made
absurd.
He made Gen 1 double battles work. It was old school 95 or whatever it was.
Yeah, 95 VGC or something like that. Yeah, just insane.
Flair and the Blazing Infernatus. That'll be his team name. It's not really a Pokemon, but
Infernate, close enough.
Next up, it's Adam. Adam and Dad.
Yes, Mr. Santacos.
They're probably the Dad Squad is what we're gonna call this one.
I mean, essentially, Adam and his co-captain Dad are both again fantastic people, very good players. Go follow both of them not only on Twitter but also Twitch. They make fantastic content. They are huge fans of all of our content. Mm-hmm. Have been for ever. Like they legitimately feel like some of the oldest people in our community, and they're great.
Yeah.
Their content is fantastic. I try to watch Dad stuff as much as I possibly can. As same for Adam. Every interaction I've ever had with either of them is just completely positive.
Yep.
There's nothing bad I can say about either of them.
Agreed.
And I'm very excited to see the Dad Squad team up and see what they can do.
Right now, their unofficial name is the Texas Tyrannotars. I know Adam has
That's
a.
it's official.
Okay, is it official?
Adam's already like, hey, is this okay? I'm like, yes, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Of course, we're gonna use one of the best team logos I've ever seen in my life.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure that's the Draft League logo too.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Yeah, Adam and Bauerdad, they're going to be a great duo there for anybody who gets drafted by them. It's a very easygoing, laid-back pair to get along with. Shouldn't have any problems if you get drafted by the Texas Tyrannotars.
Dude, there's no one here that I'm actually concerned about, like having issues with as a manager. Just everyone again is just so good and kind and welcoming and just wonderful, wonderful people.
Agreed.
Flair just messaged me and said he is going to get a logo made tomorrow. So
sounds
one
good.
less thing to worry about. Cool.
So they'll probably have seen it on the podcast episode. We just can't see it right now as of recording.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we have some logos up and ready for the show, but we will figure that out as it happens. I'm going through the applications looking for our next captain. So that brings us to Mystic.
Yep, Mystic VGC, a newcomer to our community.
Also insanely talented manager. Was the manager for the Reshiram Majesty in EGL, which I believe I know they made playoffs. I want to say both seasons they made a pretty deep run into playoffs. I don't believe they ended up winning either league, but just a very, very good drafter when it comes to meeting and knowing the draft pool of players. Fantastic. That seems like a very, very good strong suit for her.
Yep. We tried our best to mix some new faces and some pillars of our community. That way our players weren't super just put off by a bunch of new people coming into the community just to be managers. We really wanted to focus on getting some good faces in the community, some people we know are going to come in and treat our community well, not really just come in and say, oh, well, we don't know who these are, so we're just not going to play them. But I think Mystic's going to come in and be a fantastic manager. They seem super duper nice in the short time they've been on the server. Very, very communicative, very, very helpful. Super excited to have her on, and I'm really excited to see what kind of team player wise she drafts. Definitely would, since she's not been in this community and not really got to know any of our players that are probably in there. It'll be cool seeing who the old people draft who know and who the new people draft who don't, right?
Scouting is going to be really important here, I think. And on top of that, Mystic does have connections with I know NG is someone that I believe she drafted for EGL, I believe in season 1. So there's a connection there. So of course then NG can be like, hey, this is someone that you should look out for. These are great people, blah blah blah, and go from there. So we're really excited to bring the Reshiram Majesty to LRL. It's gonna be fantastic. Just again expanding not only our horizons but also hers. It's gonna be great.
We have a whole lot of hidden talent here that just sometimes just feel a little bit too underconfident to expand their borders for the most part, and this will be a good opportunity for them, hopefully.
Oh, evidently they're not bringing the Reshiram Majesty. It is going to be the Alpha Ampharos.
So we're getting the Alpha Ampharos.
Yeah, I love it.
That'll be cool. I'm expecting a cool Alpha Ampharos logo now.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm excited.
Yep. Okay.
So then next up we have the other half of the ATX.
I'm about to say our other Texas player.
Yeah, our other half of the ATX crew here. We have Mr. Tiki Chase, who just again fantastic player. I believe also has like coaching as like managing experience.
Yep.
I believe in one of the EGL leagues as well. I could be wrong about that.
I believe it was. Oh goodness, I can't remember the name. I know the name, but I can't remember it.
PGL and the MPA.
Yeah, I can't remember the team name. I have it in my head. I can see it, the logo in my brain, but I can't remember the name of it for the life of me.
You mean the Sunsteel Strikers?
There was a different team.
Did I trigger a memory?
There was a different team. Is that what they have? Sunsteel Strikers listed as their team for this one?
Yes. And that is in DM is also what he confirmed with me. So
awesome. Gonna be a cool.
Tiki, again, just fantastic player. Likes to do really off the wall things, but his tech is fantastic every time.
I expect his players to just have the craziest teams every week.
Yes, and if you are not prepared, you are going to just suffer.
Yeah.
I am very excited to see how well Tiki does, especially having he's been a part of our community for quite a while. Obviously not the most active because he has his own community to run as well, but
exactly,
just fantastic person, very very good player, very good drafter, very good. Just everything about him is awesome. Is the simplest way to put it. I'm excited to see what Tiki does here for us.
Same.
So then after Tiki we have Captain Unova of the Game Corner crew.
Yeah, this is the Game Corner is the new podcast he started with Mocha, aka Rowan Hall, and who's the other one?
Ro Ixon.
That's who it is. They just did an interview with Pokesports here not too long ago, if I remember right.
They did. Yeah, that was their, I believe, 4th episode now.
I think so. I think that's right. If you haven't yet, go give them a follow and a listen. I don't have time to listen to podcasts, unfortunately, but...
What do you mean? You just pop it in your ear and go.
I don't have a kind of job where I can focus on listening to that and do my work. I can't do that.
I have undiagnosed ADHD, so I had to have constant noise in my ear, otherwise I get distracted.
See, I do that, but I don't focus on the noise in my ear.
I understand.
So it would be a disservice for me to just put them on and then not listen to what they're talking about, in my opinion.
That's fair. That's very, very fair.
I feel like it would be very disrespectful, but not intentionally. If I just put them on and then I don't care what it is, I'm not going to listen to it. But if I ever find time to sit down and I have to do something, and then I could probably get away with that.
That's fair.
But Sheldon's great. No nonsense attitude. Very, very passionate player.
Yes. Very passionate player, and is definitely going to pass that on to his players as well. Has a lot of respect for the game, has a lot of respect for his people, and it will be it will be interesting to see how well they do, because I think Sheldon is a very good person, a very nice person, and I'm excited to see how well they end up doing.
Yeah. We don't have I'm assuming it's going to be something Cramorant, right?
Something Cramorant. It has to be, right?
Cramorant is one of his favorite Pokemon ever. I assume it's going to be Cramorant related.
Yes. I again cannot confirm. He has not got back to me to confirm that yet, but yes.
Okay. We're down to our last 2 managers.
Yes.
The next one is someone who is also very big in our community, but also is running their own community, so it's kind of makes sense to branch out. This is our new affiliation, Zardy Char. over here from Lily of the Valley. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay. I want to make sure I got that right. Also does coaching, and it's a fantastic person overall. Just recently came second in our last chance qualifier.
Yeah, that was this past weekend.
So definitely excited to see them take a manager role and not really and see how they manage a team rather than just play out of their mind insanely crazy, because they just are an amazing player.
Yeah, Tyler's a fantastic person. I'm very excited to again work with these people, be in close proximity with them. Go like if you want to be a better player, go talk to Tyler and just like have a conversation with them.
Yeah.
And yeah, seriously, just go book a coaching session and have fun and get better at the game.
Yep. Super excited. Lily of the Valley Darkrai, is that the team name they have listed on here? I think that's what it is.
He has not actually messaged me a team name yet, so I'm not sure, but sure, let's go with it.
I was about to say they listed either Lily of the Valley Darkrai's or the Twin Leaf Turtwigs. It's going to be one of those two. So you'll either be a mythical Pokemon or a Turtwig. Personally, I would rather be the Turtwig.
Hey, I mean, Darkrai's pretty okay.
I just like Turtwig a lot.
That's fair. Turtwig is pretty okay last time I checked. So that brings us
to our last one.
Yes. Last but not least, we have Niels.
Yes. Spark VGC, for those that may not know who Niels is. They are one of the members for Team Belgium, if I remember correctly.
That sounds correct, yes.
Going to be pulling double duty here, playing in the World Cup and managing a team for us. Which honestly isn't too terribly hard. Like, you don't play every week in World Cup. I think if it's anything like USPA, it's like you pick players to play and then they get paired up and blah 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 blah. But they have like teams of like 10 or 11 players and do best of sevens over the course of a week instead of us doing like teams of 8 to 10 and doing best of fives.
Yeah, I obviously extremely skilled player being able to play on the national team for Belgium. I'm excited to see what they bring to the table.
Yeah,
I feel like they are one of the, I don't want to say like underdogs, but like one of the people I feel that have the least known about them in our community. I think it's probably the best way to say it. I'm excited to see what they can do.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely excited to see what they bring to the table in terms of being a manager and just playing the game in general. Being not just like not from NA, like a lot of our other managers are, will probably be a new experience for some people who may be NA and get drafted to that team, because the way Europeans approach the game is a completely different way the way that we approach the game, which is completely different from the way that like Japan approaches the metagame and how Oceania approaches the metagame and so on and so forth. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of teams that your players will come up with Niels being your coach compared to like Ro or Adam, more of these NA early newer players instead of this maybe a tried and true World Cup player. What are you doing over there? Typing away. I can see it.
No.
Who are you typing to?
Poppy.
Niels' current filler team name is the Spine-Chilling Calyrex.
They sent me one to confirm. Let me...
No.
Yep, Spine-Chilling Callies.
Awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot you can do with that logo, too.
I'm expecting a very cool Calyrex Ice logo. Or a very cool Calyrex Shadow logo. Who knows? It could be either. It could be both. It could be either one.
It could be both.
It could both.
They could be forms. Jousting.
Yeah. both forms could fit to that
I
name, so
love
that'd be
it.
kind of cool.
There's a lot you can do with that.
I like that.
So
And
yeah, that's the 10. That's the 10 managers. Obviously, I'm very excited to work with each and every one of them for the league. I know we already have a few people who are like talking about co-managing and everything else. You as the manager, if you are interested in having a co-manager, please reach out to us, and we will get you the information for those who applied for management. And you can go from there as well. And like, it doesn't have to be someone who applied. If you are interested in having someone else, that said, "Hey, I am," this is someone I've worked with in the past. I know they're very skilled. I know their skill set. This is someone I want to help run my team. By all means. I think we are going to limit it to most likely one co-manager. Otherwise, rosters get really, really big really quickly.
Agreed.
And that feels unbalanced, and I would rather not have it that way.
Yeah. We'll definitely be limiting it to one co-manager per team. If you want helpers, that is something you can definitely have. We are not going to limit that. We do ask that you do not come crying to us if your secrets get spilled.
Yep.
Pick your helpers with some risks. There's no NDAs here. They can help whoever they want to help, whatever they want to help them.
I've said it multiple times to multiple people asking about like, hey, how does team helpers work and everything. The simplest way to put it, anyone can help anyone. But if something happens, then that's on you.
Yeah, if your team gets leaked before, like if a set gets leaked that you've been using all season and is doing really, really well, and it's because of a helper. Sorry, like that's the risk you take of having helpers and whatnot. Now, granted, we're not going to let people just be a helper and then just go spill secrets to everywhere. Like if there's a helper consistently doing this, we'll probably nip it in the bud pretty quick. Mm-hmm. Like we expect people to play just by like the golden rule of like, you don't spill secrets, you don't spread rumors and things about everybody else. So hopefully people will play with a little bit of respect when it comes to helpers. And if you are helping two teams and they happen to pair up, kind of just be the Switzerland, right? Kind of just like do your best to help both without giving secrets away of the other ones, whatever they're doing, right?
The number of times that I've played someone I normally team with in Draft League is astronomical. And every time it's just like, well, I guess I'll go build by myself this week. Thanks.
Yep. Okay, thanks. Bye. Yep. It definitely happens a lot more often than you think of. Oh, my person that I normally build with might be on an opposing team, and now I can't have them help me because, hey, guess what? I'm playing against their team this week, and they're going to be less inclined to probably help you get the win there.
Yeah, and like this is also why you have teammates. Like they're meant to help you build and help you prep and everything week in and week out. So
agreed.
Obviously, you can team build and help with whoever you want, but just be aware that like this is why you have them.
Yep. I have a visitor.
Do you have a pupper?
No, I have a kitty.
Oh, I can't see. So.
I have Sable in my lap. She wanted to come visit.
Yeah.
Say hello, Sable. I got lost now. Now I have a pet in my arms. I don't know where we're going.
I'm assuming that should be about the end of like the draft league talk for this week.
I was gonna talk about player numbers and expectations there. Currently we're at 78, I think, if I remember correctly. As of recording. Let me double check. Yes.
As of now.
As of recording, we're at 78.
Okay. Sure.
Don't follow the forms because I've been removing manager applications from the spreadsheet.
Okay.
So the form lies on the numbers because the form will probably say 80 something plus.
Yes, it says 83 currently.
Yeah, because I pull the players who are managers out of the spreadsheet, but I can't pull them out of the form without going in there and deleting them manually.
Got it.
Yep. So I've been.
Got it.
The spreadsheet keeps a better list anyway.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you know what's going on.
Yep.
That makes one of us as normal.
We'll be getting managers access to our player sheet here this week, so they can start looking over these applications and start kind of figuring out their draft plans. Scouting week. I'm being interrupted by everybody today. I got the door open to the office, so all the pets think it's playtime.
Is it not?
No, it's recording time.
Carl, I'm pretty sure what you meant to say is it's playtime.
But scouting week will be the first week of August, which leads up to our draft day, August 6th. As of right now, I have gotten an update on the bot. It is working, kind of.
Is it? Okay, sweet.
It will ping people whenever they get picks made and whatnot, and whenever the timer hits. So, super excited about that. It means it's going to be super easy for us to just let it go.
Very, very much so.
We can start it and walk away. Hi.
Yeah, I am very excited for all this. It's going to be just so much fun.
Yeah. Super duper excited. That brings us to probably team of the week, right?
Implying I have one picked out, yes.
I have one for you.
Yes, you sent it to me last week. I haven't looked at it.
It should look kind of familiar because I played it for a dojo match a while back.
Is this Smeargles?
Yes, it is.
I refuse to play it, just to spite him at this point.
That's rude. You can't do that.
He was being mean today. I can do whatever I want.
No, sorry. It's not how this works.
Fair. So this is Lunala Dawn with AV Dawn with Stone Edge and Shadow Claw. I don't know if I like Stone Edge over Rock Slide. We also have Heat Crash, which I mean that's like pretty standard for AV Dawn, I feel like.
I will be the first person to tell you that Stone Edge lets you pick up certain KOs outside of Max, as opposed to Rock Slide.
Not surprised to hear that.
As of right now as well, I believe the rental code on screen is correct. I have not gotten an updated one, if there was one. So
give me 2 seconds, I'll be able to tell you, because I haven't downloaded it yet.
But this team did fairly well for me when I played it in the dojo match against Blizz. Overall, I think this team is really, really cool. It's a cool take on the Lunala Groudon archetype. We're used to seeing Venusaur instead of Charizard in that last slot, and that's Dynamax, that Gigantamax slot there. Umbreon's not super common, but it's still very, very powerful. And you still are kind of playing that Rainia Sun archetype with Gastrodon, Ensign, Groudon, Charizard. So you have a lot of cool little Formon cores that work really well together. And I think this will be a cool ladder team for sure.
Fun fact, the last Lunala team we played also had Umbreon on it.
Was it Kuribo's?
It was, but it was lefties, whereas we have Citrus here because lefties is on Gastro.
Yeah.
And like you were saying, that team had Venu on it instead of Zard. Ensign, and then our last slot here was Defiant Thundy, whereas here we have Gastro to help against the giant blue whales that are running around.
Yeah, the Kyogre matchup is probably fairly atrocious with Charizard, Incineroar, and Groudon, so having that Gastrodon there helps that matchup out a ton. Notable thing here, neither Gastrodon or Umbreon have Yawn.
Which is really, really bizarre. I do love Baby Doll Eyes and Snarl on Umbreon, though. I think that's super hot tech.
Yeah, we have Baby Doll Eyes, Umbreon. We also have Recover Gastrodon.
Which, Recover plus Lefties is just, so much.
Yeah. This will
also, to answer your question, yes, this rental code is accurate.
Okay, cool. Shukaberry Ensign feels super duper standard. You kind of have a problem against Calyrex, Ice, and Trick Room, so being able to live that max Quake is probably fairly important, but Shuka is not going to help you there. I guess you could like use it well against Groudon, but that's about it really anymore. Everybody kind of just expects Shuka and just hits you with a rock type attack anyway. And that's when you just pivot your Chardyberry Charizard in and just eat the rock type attack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Other cool things like this Lunala doesn't have Trick Room. We are not a Trick Room team. Contrary to popular belief, you can do other things with Lunala besides Trick Room.
I disagree, but continue.
This one has Will-O-Wisp and Wide Guard.
Interesting.
So your whale matchup is much better because you have access to that Wide Guard. So the combination of Gastrodon and Lunala means that Kyogre can't Dynamax safely and can't just click the spread move safely all the time. At least without dealing with Lunala first.
Mm-hmm.
Which then becomes hard to do because you have Umbreon, who can just sit there and click Snarl all day, and it just becomes a nightmare situation most of the time if you get Kyogre down to like a 2v2 safely.
Yeah, I can see how that would be slightly problematic.
But other than that, I feel like this team will do well.
For sure.
Again, this was built way back about a few months ago, I feel like right now. So we'll see if Smeargle's team building is held up to the test of time here, because the format has changed a lot since this team was built, probably.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see how well this works out.
All right.
So, what else we got this week?
I don't think there's anything dire, important, crazy right now. We just had the LCQ this past weekend. That's our last chance qualifier. Fun fact, Karibo was already qualified.
Neat.
And just spiked the event and stole the 50 points away from anybody else. So,
well, there's one way to do it. So
I guess it's like cool.
Thanks. Thanks, you jerk.
But current
on a very serious note, Karibo's a hell of a player too.
Yeah. I believe Karibo's in the draft pool now too.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. They just filled the form out not too long ago. It was Friday.
Sweet.
So if you are looking for some very strong talent for your team, managers, look no farther than Karibo. Our invitational's stacked too. We get to talk about that probably here soon, a little bit more in depth. That's gonna be super duper cool.
It'll be a good time.
Might make a new shirt to celebrate that. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Who knows? We'll figure that out when it happens, right?
Either a shirt to celebrate the winner or a shirt to celebrate the event. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out.
And then we also have something else that we have started with RTT wrapping up here very shortly. We're starting our first community egg lock.
Yeah.
So if that is something that you're interested in, expect. I get asked, pretty frequently, hey, when are you gonna start doing Nuzlocke content? And the answer is, well, whenever there's like a demand for it, and like that's something that like we feel like we want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously I enjoyed them. I enjoy the gameplay decision and everything else related to them. So being able to make content from them is going to be really fun. I'm pretty excited for it. If you are interested in submitting a Pokemon to be played, also have it named after you, all that good stuff, come join the community Discord. That's going to be pinned up in, I believe it's just in announcements right now.
Yep.
In that Discord link, I believe you have currently scrolling on the screen.
Not right now, because we are in our fancy show off stuff screen.
Got it. So yeah, if you're interested in that and want to send stuff in, please do.
Yep.
It is great. I'm very excited.
I submitted Magnemite.
Good old Magnemite.
I asked for it to be 0 speed. We'll see what happens.
I'm doing randomized IVs.
Well, you're going to probably end up with a 31 IV analytic Magnemite. Have fun.
I can tell you right now what it is. My speed is 9.
That's fine.
Yeah, close enough.
It's low enough that it's fine. I was just like, I just really didn't want you to have like 31 IV speed Magnemite with analytic. I just really didn't want that to happen.
So the way I've been doing this, I found a calculator online that'll give me a random nature.
Uh-huh.
And then PK Hacks actually has a random like IV button. So just combine the two and you have a randomized Pokemon.
Is it minus speed nature?
No. I think yours is the Magnemite is we're lonely.
Aw.
It did not roll very well.
It did not roll well at all. It means it's pretty much useless now. Got it.
Well, it'll get used, I'm sure. It's still a very good Pokemon. And like, you know, we're playing through Hoenn, so like water Pokemon exist.
Yeah, so do ground.
Yeah, well,
so does ground and fighting and fire and
looking at the pool, it's currently my only electric type.
Really? No one I swear somebody submitted Mareep, right?
Oh, yes. Duh. Literally looking right at it, and I miss Mareep.
I'm like, I know somebody submitted Mareep.
I have East Form Shellos.
Nice.
Currently what I'm inputting.
East is pink, west is blue?
East is blue.
East is blue. Good. Blue Gastrodon, best Gastrodon.
We're also Storm Drain. That's the best part of this is like people are giving like good stuff.
Well, yeah.
It's great.
Makes you kind of wonder if you should just like turn the difficulty up some.
Maybe. I don't know, man. That's like something we need to figure out. I'm not entirely sure what we need to do.
We'll get it figured out.
Yeah, I mean, like randomized encounters is still like fine. I don't know.
Yep. I think that's the only other big thing going on right now besides the team draft and the invitational is the community egg lock that's getting ready to start.
Yeah, that sounds correct.
I can't think of anything else. Yeah, that's all I can think of.
Yeah.
Okay, get us out of here then.
I am ready to go home. And by that, I mean I'm ready to go to bed.
So you are home.
Yep. So, yeah, this has been a fun episode, man. I'm excited to see how all this ends up and all that good stuff. So,
yep, I'm excited for all of our new managers.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yep.
So, as always, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. If you're listening over on the old YouTube channel, if you're not, what are you doing? Go follow us on YouTube. Make sure you check us out on Apple and Spotify as well. And, you know, drop us a 5-star review over on both of those platforms as well. It really does help us grow.
Did you have your review ready to read?
Dang it! No, I don't even have my phone on me.
I knew it.
Oh, you're so bad. Why couldn't you message me like an hour ago to remind me?
Because it's funnier when I do it this way.
Oh, you're a jerk. You did this intentionally, and I know
100%. 100% intentional.
Oh, you're a jerk.
I was going to see if you had it ready to go. I'm just like, nope.
Why would I? So then, let's see. Go ahead and follow us on Twitter at LR Lessons, myself at Mr. Missouri 25, Carl's at Musical VGC. Past that, you can go ahead and follow us over on Twitch as well, at Mr. Missouri 25 and at Musical. Come and join the community Discord where you can send me really, really bad forms of Pokemon for me to play with instead of all these really good ones that people keep giving me. Because, you know, people want me to have busted Pokemon for some reason.
I mean, my Magnemite's pretty bad.
They want to make the game easier for me, and I don't understand why. But, you know, It'll be fun.
I got Snow on screen now. She's trying to lick me in the mouth.
Yeah.
Yep. Hi. Cool. She's such a cutie. This is another thing, another benefit of the Discord. You can come see all my pets.
He does have a lot. I can confirm that. Carl does have a lot of pets.
Yep.
And they're all adorable.
Just trying to crawl in my lap right now. No, you can't be Sable. You're not that small. Where were we?
And I believe all that's left is the website.
Yeah.
Where you can go and check us out at lrlessons.com. It's where we have all of the stuff related to the Littleroot Cup circuit going on. Like we said, the Invitational should be coming up here very, very shortly. Same weekend as the draft weekend, actually. So
yeah,
that'll be fun.
Since the draft's automated for the most part, it'll be easy.
Yeah, it'll be pretty simple. And then you can go ahead and check out that sweet merch page, so you can get yourself a sweet T-shirt. I'm not wearing mine.
I'm not wearing mine either. Mine's dirty.
You're
wash.
Lame.
I will say, if you need notebooks for IRL events, that'll be on the shop here soon.
Yeah,
I'm excited for that.
All kinds of sweet content.
I've got an image started for that. I'm super excited for it.
And then, if you aren't in the market for merch because you don't like showing support that way, we understand. But you're like, hey, these guys are really cool and really funny, and I kind of like them, and you want to give us money instead, you can do that over at Anchor. Anchor, it all goes directly towards us. They don't take a cut, which I'm actually really surprised by, but whatevs. And yeah, for as little as 20 or 25 cents an episode, you can keep my ring light on, because that's all I can afford right now.
Oh, I forgot. Guys. I have a new ring light now.
You have your mega ring light.
I have my amalgamation of ring lights now. It's great.
It's adorable.
When you get to come see it in person, you'll laugh at me, and then you'll realize why I did it this way.
I already laugh at you.
Oh, that's nice of you. Thanks, Carter.
That's what I'm here for, buddy. Make you feel better about yourself.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, I think that's it. That's the end. Ship it.
Yep, that's it. Get us out. We're done.
Bedtime. Gonna go eat dinner and go to bed. So, as always, everyone, we will see you next week. And till then, have a beautiful, beautiful week. Have a good one.